Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Friday stream. Market has just opened 4 minutes ago. It's not a lot of action for now. We saw some bullishness yesterday. We basically pumped up from the value area low, got into the point of control and continued pumping to the value area high. But if you look at CVD, as always, yellow CVD is spot CVD, blue one is perp CVD, and well, this entire move is pretty much only driven by perps. Very heavy perps driven move. We can also see it on the OI, especially at the end here when we pushed into all those limits. This is perps. OI increased very heavily. They even put some more limits in between, some larger limits. And yeah, also if we look at EXO, especially Bybit, and that's not a good sign. After this pump up, shorts were stopped out, longs even closed. Then longs reopened, shorts reopened, and we have almost 1k in shorts, but we have 3.4k in longs on Bybit alone. And you know, Bybit tends to be wrong. We have 1.1k shorts and 2.3k shorts longs on Binance. Here, when we pushed into those limits, we pushed through a lot of the limits here actually. There's some still open. We hit the value area high. And yeah, overall it's just very perps driven. I think it's very hard to pump. Good chance we will just keep on ranging, and if we pump up, it's gonna be a very fast move up, and then probably pretty steady move down, cause there is one big issue, and that's Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy and Stretch. This will not be fixed anytime soon, and this will lead to a huge problem. So I think this makes a lot of the big players to take risk off, because this can sort of, it's probably not going to fully collapse, but have some very negative impact. There's no commitment, no real buying. Spot isn't buying at all. Look at the CVD. CVD doesn't even, or Spot doesn't even bother to really buy. They just buy and sell even more. It's just perps. Leverage increasing or OI increasing. BlackRock did not send any Bitcoin today to Coinbase. So likely they are either they do nothing, or they probably even going to send some Bitcoin from Coinbase Prime to their ETF. So some ETF inflows will likely occur. Market cipher, yeah, not a lot of strength here either. 8-hour money flow, it's not curving up strongly. It's not in the green. It's still in the red a little bit. However, the momentum wave is already up. 4-hour, oh, it looks okay, but we see there could be some clipping to the downside anytime soon. Doesn't mean it has to happen. It can keep on going up. Slightly more bullish, but not really bullish. You know, it was bullish here. One hour, we have momentum waves very high. However, we have decent money flow that is coming up. But all the time frames, they are not particularly strong nor weak, I would say. So also a sign of ranging. I believe that we will probably revisit the value area low and get rid of all this OI. We also have a wick here on Binance Spot. And wicks, those kind of wicks tend to get filled. There was a time when Coinbase created huge downside wicks, like I think it was 2 or 3% wicks, like huge wicks, and they always filled them. But it's been quite some time since this happened, almost a year. But it's also likely going to be a very just steady drop. Maybe something just like that. And then Michael Saylor has to sell more Bitcoin. He has to sell more. More. Yeah. That's pretty much the scenario. And then, when Stretch is getting fucked up, that's also, I saw a lot of charts. How many wallets are in profit compared or in a loss compared to the last cycle? How much unrealized loss and so on. And we are not at bear market level, like at bottom levels, not yet. So there's a lot more indication that we will go down. And then if Michael Saylor has to sell his Bitcoin, I wouldn't say it's the tip of the iceberg. It's the major thing probably. But there's other companies that will also get fucked. So you also have to keep that in mind. It's not only Michael Saylor. He will be the biggest trigger and the biggest problem, but other people will get fucked as well. Quant analytics are very interesting right now. Yeah. I mean, I don't pay a lot of attention to them, but there's some reliable ones. Yeah, especially with quants. I think quants they are a lot better. I don't like those charts where with lines, you know. There's, for example, I think that's the biggest chart. You go logarithmic, and then I saw something like you can draw a curve somewhere here. I don't even know, but it looked like something like that. And then we are at support here, or I saw it back here and or here, whatever, and it's just not accurate. Okay, then thank you everyone for coming.